Clint Eastwood is a Hollywood legend who's led an extraordinary life both in front of and behind the camera. Did you know he was a swimming instructor in the U.S. Army? Even at 94, he's still a major figure in the industry, known for his unforgettable roles and amazing directing. But his career hasn't always been an easy road. Back in 1959, he got fired by Universal Pictures because of his looks. In today's video, we'll go over his unique accomplishments and movie roles. Next to his acting career, Clint also has a pretty impressive real estate portfolio. Let's take a look at where this iconic star calls home now, while also exploring his remarkable career and properties. Clint was born on May 31, 1930 in San Francisco at St. Francis Memorial Hospital. His parents were Ruth and Clinton Eastwood. Clint was a big baby, weighing over 11 pounds, and the nurses even gave him the nickname Samson. He has a younger sister named Jean, who was born in 1934. His family background includes English, Irish, Scottish, and Dutch ancestry, and he's also a descendant of William Bradford, one of the pilgrims who came over on the Mayflower. Growing up, Clint's family moved around a lot because of his dad's job, but they eventually settled in Piedmont, California, in a nice neighborhood. His father worked as a manufacturing executive for Georgia Pacific, while his mother later took an office job at IBM. Clint attended Piedmont Middle School, but he didn't exactly excel in his studies and even had to repeat a year. It's unclear whether he graduated high school, but his classmates remember him as someone who preferred having fun over studying. When he was younger, Clint had all sorts of jobs: lifeguard, paperboy, grocery clerk, forest firefighter, and golf caddy. In 1951, he tried to enroll at Seattle University, but instead he was drafted into the U.S. Army during the Korean War. While there were rumors about him being involved in combat, Clint actually served as a lifeguard at Fort Ord in California. After being discharged in February 1953, his journey to Hollywood was just beginning. Clint Eastwood isn't just a famous actor. He's also a skilled director with a career that's made him a household name. He first gained fame in the Western TV series Rawhide, but it was his role as the mysterious man with no name in the Dollars trilogy of spaghetti westerns in the 1960s that shot him to international stardom. Then, in the 70s and 80s, Clint became known as the tough anti-hero cop Harry Callahan in the Dirty Harry films. These roles helped him become a symbol of masculinity in popular culture. He's also picked up plenty of awards over the years, including Academy Awards for Best Director and Best Picture for Unforgiven, 1992, and $1 Million Baby, 2004. His production company, Malpaso Productions, has been behind most of his American films since 1967. Clint has also directed films where he didn't appear on screen, such as Mystic River, 2003, and Letters from Iwo Jima, 2006, both of which earned him Academy Award nominations. His career has lasted decades, making him one of Hollywood's most iconic figures. But it's not just his work in film that stands out. Clint has a great eye for stunning properties that show off his unique style. When it comes to real estate, Clint's portfolio is just as impressive as his career. While his main home is in Carmel by the Sea, California, he has other properties in various locations. At the age of 80, Clint took his passion for real estate to the next level. In 2010, he spent around $20 million to build a huge 15,940 square foot compound in Carmel by the Sea. And that's just the start of his impressive collection of homes. Eastwood owns a stunning 6,136 square foot Spanish-style mansion in Bel Air, California. The house has all the charm and elegance you'd expect from classic Spanish architecture. On top of that, he also has the 1,167.5-acre Rising River Ranch near Cassell, which offers plenty of space and natural beauty. In Burbank, Eastwood has an apartment, and in the desert he owns a 5,575 square foot desert modern home. This house is often mistaken for being in Palm Springs, but it's actually a bit different, standing out with its modern design that complements the desert landscape. Not far from his main Bel Air residence, Eastwood also has a large yet modest house, which shows his preference for staying close to his primary home. But Clint's real estate interests stretch beyond California. He owns a 5,700 square foot house in Sun Valley, Idaho, offering a cozy retreat with breathtaking views and plenty of space to unwind. He also owns a beautiful 13-acre oceanfront manor in Kihei, Hawaii. This Hawaiian home even made an appearance in a 2012 episode of the reality show Mrs. Eastwood and Company. Over the years, Eastwood has lived in several other homes, including residences in Studio City, Sherman Oaks, Tiburon, and Pebble Beach, all in California. Each of these homes reflects different chapters in his life and career, showcasing his connection to various parts of the state. One of his most notable properties was his Pebble Beach estate, which he listed a few years ago for $975 million. The stunning property is now on the market, listed with Sotheby's International Realty by Mike Jasinski. According to Mansion Global, Clint Eastwood purchased his stunning Pebble Beach estate in 1994 for $3,925 million. It's one of many properties he owns in Monterey County. The estate, known as Hacienda Este Madera, meaning Eastwood Estate, sits on a 4.7-acre gated property in one of the most exclusive areas of Pebble Beach. The home was designed in the 1920s by Clarence Tantow, a renowned San Francisco architect in the Spanish farmhouse style. With thick adobe walls, terracotta roof tiles, and beautiful ironwork, the design gives the house a unique, charming character. Inside, the home doesn't disappoint. Spanning 6,900 square feet, it features a great room with high-beamed ceilings and breathtaking ocean views. Imagine sitting in this room soaking in the stunning scenery. There's also a formal dining room, which has hosted dinner parties for famous artists, authors, dignitaries, and musicians from around the world, making it the perfect place for entertaining in style. The estate includes 6 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, with each bedroom accessible from a covered porch that wraps around the central courtyard. The master suite is particularly luxurious, featuring a fireplace, double vanities, a bathtub, and his and hers dressing rooms. The house is built around a charming central courtyard, filled with canopied oak trees, a fountain, and lush greenery, creating a peaceful and private spot to unwind and enjoy nature. The Spanish architecture is evident throughout the property, with thick adobe walls, terracotta roof tiles, and handcrafted ironwork. Even the enormous entry doors are hand-carved and imported from Spain, adding an authentic touch to the home. The living room is designed with high hand-hewn beamed ceilings, a large masonry fireplace, and terracotta-patterned tiled flooring. French doors open to a stone terrace and an expansive lawn and garden, perfect for hosting outdoor gatherings. The dining room, with its high ceilings, intricately carved wood, tiled flooring, and custom glass chandeliers, is an absolute showstopper, perfect for hosting dinner parties. But Clint Eastwood isn't just selling his Pebble Beach estate. He has plenty of other homes, too. He recently built a much larger hacienda-style house on 14 acres within his private Tehama Golf Club in Carmel. What makes Hacienda Este Madera truly special is its blend of historical charm and modern luxury. The design and features of the home reflect Eastwood's appreciation for quality and style. With its beautiful architecture, spacious interiors, and stunning views, this estate is undoubtedly a gem. Whether you're a fan of his films or simply love exquisite architecture, this property is sure to impress. From the breathtaking ocean views to the luxurious master suite, every detail of Hacienda Este Madera shows off Eastwood's impeccable taste. If you ever get the chance to visit or even buy the home, you'll be stepping into a piece of Hollywood history in a serene, beautiful setting. Eastwood also owns a spectacular 2,000-acre property that rises high over the Monterey Peninsula in Carmel, California. His love for Carmel began when he was drafted during the Korean War and spent some time at Fort Ord. I was broke and had only an afternoon off, so I went down to Carmel. The air was clean and brisk, the sand was white and beautiful, and the people were very hospitable. I thought, if I ever figure out how to make a living, I'd love to come and live here, Eastwood recalls. And he did exactly that. After building a successful career in the movie business, Eastwood moved back to Carmel in 1998. Clint Eastwood fulfilled one of his dreams by building his very own golf club, the Tehama Golf Club, on his cherished land. I started caddying at 13 and knew I could carry clubs, but never thought I'd swing one, Eastwood chuckles. He discovered his love for golf at 21, and it quickly became a lifelong obsession, eventually leading to the creation of Tehama, a golf club that blends the best of the sport with nature. Nestled on top of beautiful land with breathtaking views of the Santa Lucia Mountains and the rugged coastline stretching from Monterey to Santa Cruz, Tehama is a true treasure. Tehama, pronounced Taha, features an exciting 18-hole golf course and an elegant 18,000-square-foot Spanish-style clubhouse. The clubhouse includes a bar, restaurant, ballroom, and 4 suites, and Eastwood is proud of the result. "It was a wonderful sight," he says, with his enthusiasm shared by his wife Dina and their daughter Morgan. "All we had to do was not ruin it. It's like a good movie script. It's great. Don't let's screw it up," Eastwood emphasizes, sticking to his philosophy of buying only what he loves and taking care of it. Tehama is an exclusive, invitation-only club with a membership limited to 300, but there are plenty of lots available for those who want to build their dream homes. Eastwood himself plans to build a home on the property. When designing the clubhouse, Eastwood drew inspiration from his own 1928 hacienda-style home. He wanted the clubhouse to feel classic but not stereotypical, nice, roomy, and intimate, a place where people would feel at home. Architect Alan Williams made sure the clubhouse blended naturally with the landscape, even incorporating underground parking to preserve the pristine views. Tehama, which means abundance of nature in Native American, exudes the same calm and serenity as its owner. The interiors of the clubhouse were designed by the same artisans who worked on Eastwood's films. Henry Bumstead, Eastwood's art director since Unforgiven, 1992, oversaw the project. Known for his attention to detail and ability to create a sense of age and history, Bumstead ensured that the interiors of Tehama were warm, welcoming, and manly, using pecan wood to add character and charm. Eastwood completely trusts Henry Bumstead, having worked with him on several films, and that trust allowed Bumstead to design a clubhouse that feels as though it's been there for ages, adding to the property's charm and authenticity. The result is a beautifully detailed, perfect clubhouse that fits seamlessly into its surroundings. Tehama is not just a golf club, it's a community. Eastwood's vision was to create a place where people could feel at home, enjoy the beauty of nature, and share his love for golf. The clubhouse, with its inviting atmosphere and stunning views, is a testament to this vision. It stands as a lasting legacy of Eastwood's passion for golf and his deep connection to the land. Clint Eastwood's Tehama Golf Club is a remarkable blend of nature, golf, and community, reflecting Eastwood's love for Carmel and his commitment to preserving the beauty of the land. The club's design and philosophy are rooted in Eastwood's personal experiences and passions, making it a unique and special place. Whether you're a golf enthusiast or someone who appreciates beautiful landscapes, Tehama offers a serene and welcoming environment that's hard to find anywhere else. Speaking of his many properties, did you know that Clint Eastwood also owns a stunning ranch in California? The Mission Ranch Hotel and Restaurant, a 22-acre property in Carmel by the Sea, is a true gem that Eastwood restored to its former glory. Let's take a closer look at how Eastwood transformed this historical landmark into a unique resort experience. Eastwood first discovered Mission Ranch when he was a young soldier at nearby Fort Ord. He was simply looking for a place to relax, grab a meal, and unwind. The ranch, with its charming buildings and scenic location next to the Mission San Carlos Borromeo, immediately captivated him. For the 21-year-old Eastwood, who had been a lumberjack before joining the Army, it was love at first sight. Above the verdant wetlands that are located at the point where the Carmel River meets the Pacific Ocean is where you will find the Mission Ranch. It is possible to see the ocean, the rocky coastline, and a stunning beach from the property, all of which are extremely spectacular. Grazing animals such as horses, goats, and sheep can be found in the pastures, while ducks and herons can be found fishing downstream. A stunning display of foam is produced when waves crash on the rocks along the coast, which can be seen in the distance. Eastwood had relocated to Los Angeles by the 1960s and was also starring in the television series Rawhide at the time. The Monterey Peninsula was the location of his initial home purchase, and he finally settled down in Carmel as his permanent residence. He was a golf enthusiast who played at the Pebble Beach golf course and even directed his first film, Play Misty for Me, which was shot near Carmel. With the passage of time, Eastwood established himself as a permanent member of the Carmel community, which provided a tranquil alternative to the frenetic world of Hollywood. After the municipal council denied Eastwood permission to restore a building that he owned in the 1980s, Eastwood came to the realization that many of the town's people were experiencing difficulties that were comparable to his own. Thus, he went to court against the city council and he prevailed. The Mission Ranch, on the other hand, was having a difficult time while Eastwood was doing well. It was becoming increasingly difficult to maintain the buildings since they were deteriorating due to decay, termites, and rust, and the wetland areas were gradually entering the property. The motel had deteriorated to the point where it required a rescuer. In 1986, a developer had the intention of tearing down the structures and constructing condominiums in their place. In no way was Eastwood going to allow it to go place. After taking action, he purchased the 22-acre property for $5 million and immediately began working to maintain the property's historical allure. Due to the fact that the wiring was out of date and the pipes were leaking, restoring the Mission Ranch was not a simple task. In spite of this, Eastwood was resolute. In order to give this cherished monument a fresh lease on life, he enlisted the assistance of restoration specialists, one of which was Alan Williams of the Carmel Development Company. The same stonemason who worked on the repair of the chimneys at Mission Ranch was also responsible for the reconstruction of the chimneys at Mission Ranch. For the purpose of preserving the ranch's genuine appearance, Eastwood even repurposed antique furniture from film shoots and commissioned his close friend Edgar Brill to design new pieces. There are currently 31 magnificent guest rooms, a restaurant that has been rebuilt, and a bar at the Mission Ranch, all of which offer some of the most breathtaking views in the state of California. Guests can also take use of the state-of-the-art fitness center and tennis courts that are available to them. Through the use of deep cushions that are ideal for unwinding, Eastwood aimed to create furniture that was not only comfortable but also functional. "I don't buy anything I don't love," according to his statement. Eastwood is known for preferring a calm and secluded existence, despite the fact that he is immensely famous. One would not describe him as an outgoing host. Rather, he is a humble and affable individual. On numerous occasions, he is the pilot of his own helicopter, and he travels from Los Angeles to Carmel without revealing his identity. "Up there, I absolutely adore it," he says. "Up there, I'm just a number in the sky." There is a profound relationship between Eastwood and Carmel. He refers to the town as Primo, and adds that each time he returns, it is as if he is returning home. It is clear that he has a deep appreciation for the history and natural splendor of the area, as evidenced by his passion for the Mission Ranch and his commitment to restoring it. In the 18th century, the Spanish were the first people to settle in Carmel, which has a long and illustrious history. The construction of the Mission San Carlos Borromeo by Father Junipero Serra solidified Carmel's position as the spiritual epicenter of Alta California. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, it became a haven for painters and authors, including Robert Louis Stevenson, who found inspiration in the region's breathtaking nature. Among these artists and writers was Robert Louis Stevenson. In his idea for the Mission Ranch, Eastwood wanted to ensure that its historical character was maintained while also giving contemporary conveniences. The restoration has been a genuine labor of love, with millions of dollars being invested in the project's completion. In the present day, the Mission Ranch serves as a tribute to Eastwood's unwavering commitment to the preservation of heritage, as well as his profound affection for Carmel. During their visit, guests can be able to take advantage of the attractive features that Mission Ranch has to offer. From the hotel rooms and restaurant to the herd of sheep grazing in the meadows, it provides a one-of-a-kind and soothing experience that is a world away from the condos that could have been built in place of this historical gem. The words of Eastwood himself are as follows: "I had always loved the place, and they were just going to flatten it. They said that it was no longer relevant. I was of the opinion that it ought to be kept in its original state." The historical significance and natural beauty of the Mission Ranch have been preserved as a result of his unwavering commitment, ensuring that future generations will also have the opportunity to appreciate it. And while we're on the subject of Carmel, did you know that Eastwood has dabbled in politics previously? The year 1986 was the beginning of everything when he purchased a property in Carmel, California. Eastwood intervened and restored the site to its original 1850s architecture, which included refurbishing the restaurant, dance barn, and the century-old Martin farmhouse and bunkhouse. The property was in danger of being converted into condominiums, but Eastwood stepped in and prevented this from happening. Eastwood made the decision to run for mayor of Carmel about the same time. Carmel is a town that is well known for its peculiar and occasionally stringent laws, such as a prohibition on wearing high heels that are higher than a particular height, a restriction on fast food chains, and even a law that prohibited the sale of ice cream cones for a brief period of time. As a result of the City Council's decision to reject Eastwood's planning application for a pet project, Eastwood was directly impacted by the stringent regulations that the municipality imposes. He made the decision to run for mayor, despite the fact that he was frustrated yet determined to make a change. In order to promote himself as a defender of freedom, he stole one of Ronald Reagan's election advisors and promised to bring back the simple pleasures that Carmel had lost, including ice cream cones. It was a landslide victory for him in the election, thanks to the star power he possessed and his real desire for change. As mayor, Eastwood was responsible for a number of positive initiatives that were implemented. In accordance with the promise he made during his campaign, he reversed the prohibition on ice cream cones, while also expanding the local library and improving the public water supply. Consequently, this made it possible for both locals and tourists to enjoy their sweet delicacies without any difficulty. Even though Eastwood's tenure as mayor was brief, lasting just until 1988, his influence can be said to have been long-lasting. In spite of the fact that his political career was very limited, his actions contributed to the restoration of Carmel's sense of freedom and happiness. Not only did he bring about significant adjustments that helped to maintain the historic allure of his Mission Ranch, but he also reintroduced a sense of freedom and pleasure back into the community. Because of this, you should make it a point to go to the Mission Ranch if you find yourself in Carmel by the Sea. A piece of history that has been brought back to life by one of Hollywood's superstars will be shown to you in addition to the breathtaking sights that you will be treated to. When Clint Eastwood relocated to a distant region of the United States, he established a rustic refuge in Sun Valley, Idaho, which provides a tranquil escape surrounded by natural scenery. This breathtaking home has a long and illustrious history, as it was included in the film Bus Stop during the year 1956. The film was directed by Joshua Logan, who was awarded the Pulitzer Prize and starred Marilyn Monroe. A popular vacation spot for famous people is Sun Valley, which is famous for having ski slopes that are among the best in the world. As a result of its steep slopes, substantial vertical drop, and low wind speed, Bald Mountain in this town is often considered to be among the best places in the world to go skiing. There are milder slopes at Dollar Mountain, which is located nearby and holds historical significance, being the location of the world's first chairlift. Eastwood's main house in Sun Valley is 6,000 square feet in size and is designed in a modern craftsman style. It has 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, a study, and a big open floor plan that joins the living and dining areas in a seamless manner. The residence offers stunning vistas of the mountains that are located in the surrounding area. The property also features a wonderful guest home that is 2,000 square feet in size and is full of vintage Hollywood charm. It has 2 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms available for guests to use. Additionally, there is a 3-car garage, an outdoor hot tub, a large fire pit, and multiple terraces with water features, all of which incorporate classic mahogany wood and stone. Additionally, the property features a party barn, which is a location that is ideal for hosting events and measures 3,000 square feet in size. A dormitory, a kitchen that is completely furnished, a living room, 1.5 baths, a terrace, a conservatory, and multiple heated garages are all some of the amenities that are included in the barn. The tranquil atmosphere of the property is added to even further by the presence of an artificial lake. Clint Eastwood's property in Sun Valley is more than simply a mansion. It is a refuge that provides him with a tranquil retreat away from the pressures of stardom, where he can unwind and take in the breathtaking natural scenery of Idaho. The property that Clint Eastwood owns in Sun Valley symbolizes his desire for a tranquil getaway away from the limelight, but at the same time providing all of the conveniences and amenities that one could ever desire. There is a clear demonstration of the rustic allure and elegance of the property in each and every facet, from the antique guest house to the contemporary conveniences present. The entire property has been meticulously planned to bring about a sense of relaxation and comfort in every single area. The breathtaking scenery, the opulent amenities, and the serene atmosphere make it the ideal getaway for one of the most enduring legends in the Los Angeles entertainment industry. Eastwood is the proud owner of a stunning contemporary estate in Bel Air, which is located in the city of Los Angeles next to his mountain getaway. The McLean Design Studio, which is managed by the well-known architect Paul McLean, was responsible for the design of this family home, which represents the spirit of modern architecture. There is a constant connection with nature thanks to the expansive glass panels that are included in the home. These panels integrate the indoors and outdoors in a seamless manner. The modernist aesthetic is brought to its fullest expression by the sleek lines, high-end materials, and subdued color palette of this piece. In addition to providing spectacular panoramic views of the city, the inside of the hotel features an open-concept design that prioritizes simplicity and efficiency. A sensation of openness and transparency is created by the design, which is supplemented by classic statement items such as white marble and granite. This Bel Air estate is a real masterpiece, including 7 bedrooms and 12 bathrooms in its interior design. There are several seating areas, fireplaces, and wood-paneled bars in the family room, which is accessible from the state-of-the-art kitchen that opens up into the intimate family room. There is a spectacular master suite located on the second level, which can be reached by the elegant floating stairs that have glass and chrome railings. A private theater, a contemporary garage, a huge green yard, and an expansive infinity pool are some of the additional opulent amenities that are included in this property. These amenities wonderfully encapsulate the essence of high-end living. This estate in Bel Air, which belongs to Clint Eastwood, is a perfect representation of his legendary, enduring, and intriguing personality. In addition to being a spectacular property, it also functions as a tranquil escape from the frenetic lifestyle of Los Angeles, providing the ideal combination of luxury and comfort. It is an oasis that epitomizes Eastwood's sophisticated taste and gives a location where he can unwind and relax, away from the public eye yet surrounded by unrivaled beauty and elegance. The modern design, breathtaking vistas, and opulent facilities combine to create this refuge. Legendary, enduring, and utterly compelling, this house is a reflection of the legacy that Eastwood has left behind. Although Clint Eastwood is 94 years old, he continues to be active. He recently went to Carmel, Indiana, to attend a speaking engagement that was hosted by the well-known Dr. Jane Goodall. Despite the fact that he was showing symptoms of age, Eastwood was animated and engaged, demonstrating his unyielding spirit. His commitment to his family is reflected in his personal life, regardless of the fact that it is frequently the focus of public inquiry. Throughout his life, Eastwood has been married and in partnership several times, and he is the father of 8 children with 6 different women. People who are closest to him perceive him as a devoted father who has made efforts to shield his children's lives from the spotlight of Hollywood, despite the fact that he is famous. The vast majority of his children went on to seek jobs in fields other than the entertainment industry, and Eastwood's advice was an essential component in their accomplishments. Clint Eastwood's personal life and ongoing way of living continue to serve as a source of motivation, even outside the scope of his cinematic profession. Each of his residences, from his huge property in Carmel by the sea to his oceanfront estate in Hawaii, offers a story of luxury, comfort, and timeless style. These properties reflect the multifaceted and profound legacy of a man who has affected not just the lives of people around him, but also the lives of those in Hollywood.